Well, good morning everybody. Welcome back to Vlogmas. Today is Monday and I am at Aldi per usual. So I'm gonna go in here and get a list for me, get a list for my mom, and try to be in and out in 30 minutes. I know it's an impossible goal, but I still am setting it anyway. So I'm gonna run in there and then I'll catch up with you guys when we get back home. Today is a pretty chill day, so I'm thankful for that. We have a play date tomorrow, and so I am gonna work on cleaning up our playroom. That is kind of a project that has been gradually happening. So now I'm just down to needing to do some organization, needing to maybe do some donating of some toys that don't get played with. There may be a couple of toys that need to just be thrown away that have some wear and tear. So I'm gonna do that. I'll make supper tonight, and then I have a guitar lesson, a makeup lesson at 5:30, and then I think we're gonna watch a Christmas movie tonight. Vlogmas has really been taking a toll on my nights. I haven't been getting my editing done during the afternoons like I've hoped. I've started, but I'm just not as efficient as I want to be. So I'll do it during nap, and then I'll do it at bedtime, and I'm hoping to improve on that so that I'm not up till all hours. All right, well, I'm gonna run in here and I'll catch up with you guys when we get back home. All right, so we are back home. Kids are unloading groceries, which looks like that apparently. My mom is stopping by soon just to pick up a couple of things. You might remember that I had picked up a book and was going to mail it to one of her friends, but she's actually going to see her today, so I'm just going to send it with her. So here's the book. It's just called Celebrating You and the Beautiful Person That You Are. And so I just wrote a little something on the inside, and then I'm sending her one of our Christmas cards. And then I've showed this before, but it just goes through, and it's just like a little encouraging book, and it made me think of her. Also, today is my mom's birthday, and so I had already planned to get her a little bag of this kettle corn, so I got it this morning and just put a bow on it. And then I found this wrapping paper at the thrift store the other day, and my mom loves all things peanuts, as do I. And I thought, well, I'll just wrap her gift in it. And then after thinking about it, I thought, well, I'll just... You want more? It's lunchtime, can you tell? But then after thinking about it, I decided, well, I'll just gift her the whole roll, and then she can use it for her holiday stuff. I think it looks like vintage Snoopy. That doesn't look like new Snoopy to me, but I think she's really gonna like it. So there's her birthday present, and then there's a gift for her friend, and then all of this needs to be put away. This is crazy.
Mommy, what? I want one of these.
What are you pointing to? Absolutely, we can have those with lunch. Andy, don't sit on the popcorn.
That's me. Mommy, what was she doing?
No. Monday lunches are sometimes easy because I usually don't have leftovers to pull from, so we're just having some hot dogs and some fruit and some veggie chips, and I'll probably have some hummus. That's what we're gonna have. Oh, close. All right, bring me that green box and shake sorter. Okay, so it is 5 o'clock now. It's actually a little bit after, and I have a lesson at 5:30. So I'm gonna go ahead and get supper started. I have all my ingredients laying out here. So all I have to do is just kind of toss everything together. So I'm doing that dairy-free, gluten-free hamburger helper recipe that I mentioned. It's from Food Faith Fitness. It's a homemade healthy hamburger helper, and the only thing that I do differently is that I use a different gluten-free pasta. They recommend using a chickpea elbow macaroni noodle, and I do not like chickpea pasta at all. So there is a pasta, I think it's by Ronzoni, and Brandon's bringing that home. He was going to the grocery store on his way home to pick up a few things that I can't get at Aldi. Aldi does have some gluten-free pasta options. I just don't like them as much as this one. So the other thing that I'm going to do differently today that I've not tried with this recipe before, I have 1 pound of ground beef, and that's what the recipe calls for. But I am actually going to try doubling everything else so that it makes more as far as leftovers, and then I can stretch my meat farther. So you just brown the ground beef in a skillet, and then you drain it and add to it your spices and your cornstarch. In a separate pot, while that's cooking, you heat up the almond milk and the chicken broth and the tomato sauce, and just kind of blend it all together. And then once the meat is cooked and all the spices are distributed, you add that to the liquid, and then you add the noodles to it, and then it all cooks together and kind of thickens up. So I'm gonna get that going now. I think the real trick is going to be making sure I remember to double everything else, since I didn't double the meat. So I'm just gonna try to keep that in my head. So we just got finished eating. When Brandon went to get the pasta, they actually didn't have the kind that I usually get. So he got a gluten-free spaghetti, and it ended up working out fine. We just put a little more than it called for with the elbow noodles. But we just made some hot chocolate, and we are gonna sit down and watch the Santa Claus. This is Abram's first time watching it, so it's one of my favorites, and Brandon's too. So also, I know I mentioned to you guys about this chocolate drizzled kettle corn being so good. They also have another variety, and so when I was there today, I got it to try as well, and it is the caramel corn, and it is equally as good. Much more decadent. It's like candy, really, but both of them are good. So we're gonna go watch this movie.